SGA might have won the MVP, but last night Wemby showed he is the best player in the world. What a night of playoff basketball. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Spurs versus OKC Thunder. Spurs were able to go into OKC, steal a game on the road in a double overtime thriller, 14 total lead changes. This is honestly probably one of the best games that I've ever seen. Not only were there playoff highs, there were records being broken. It was just a great watch and a great hate watch for me, to be honest. But like I said, Wemby, I think he is legitimately in the conversation for best player of the world, and I think he showed that he is better than SGA last night. 41 points, 24 rebounds, 4 stocks, 56% from the field, 50% from the three. He did have a slow first quarter. He was 2 for 6 from the field. Throughout the game, OKC threw multiple defenders at him. Caruso, J Dub, Chet, linebacker Lou. They all had their chance. uh, Everybody guarded him except SGA. They pretty much had him for a majority of the game. They had him in like the Jokic covers where they had Caruso and J Dub defending him in the high post, and they used Chet as sort of like a free safety to roam around. But with that going on, that ultimately led to them getting more offensive rebounds. Wemby had 9 himself, and the Spurs led the game in second chance points with 13. He had a nasty double poster on SGA and Chet in the second quarter. He wasn't too great in the third quarter, but he was able to get to the free throw line, so he wasn't completely useless in the third. The fourth quarter and these double overtimes is where he shined, though. Fourth quarter, 15 seconds left on the clock. Wemby realized he was 7-6. He put J-Dub in the post and went straight to work. He hit him with some kind of like spin into a floater, giving the Spurs a 2-point lead with 8 seconds to go. Then in overtime, in the first overtime, he had a 30-foot game-tying three off a fast break. Like, straight walk down. Like, he passed the ball up court. Once the ball got past the half court line, they passed it back to Wemby. And he just pulled up. I've never seen anybody but Steph Curry take them type of shots. Steph Curry and Dame Lillard. And this man he just dropped his nuts. Just said, fuck it, pull up. They listed as a 28 footer, but I guess it's just because he's so fucking tall and he covers so much ground. But it was much deeper than 28 feet. Then in the second overtime, he scored 9 points to close the game out. He had 16 total points in the clutch. And his impact on defense is just undeniable, is unmatched. OKC didn't even look towards the rim at points during the game because he was on the floor. Now Alex Caruso had one of his best games of his career. 31 points, 8 total 3 points made, and he had 4 stocks. He kept them in the game a lot of times, him and J-Dub, with the shots that they were making down the stretch. And just, he was basically just keeping them in the game, period, like the entire game. Spurs dared him to make shots, and he did. Stephon Castle. I've always had doubts about him being the primary decision maker or ball handler. I just feel like at times he plays too fast and seems like he doesn't really have a plan when he gets into certain situations on the floor. And when you're facing a great defense like OKC, the issue becomes blatantly obvious. Like before the game, I even took the over on his turnovers line at 3.5 on Prize Picks, and he definitely cashed that shit. He could have cashed that shit 3 times. Bro had 11 turnovers, and this ultimately kept the game close because OKC was able to capitalize off those turnovers. OKC led the game in points off turnovers with 28. This honestly just shows how important De'Aaron Fox is as a lead guard for them, and I pray that his ankle is good to go by game 2 or game 3. I don't know if they're going to make the decision to sit him in game 2 since they've already won game 1 on the road and just try to have him back by game 3. But with a team like OKC, I wouldn't even want to chance it. I honestly would try to win as much games as I possibly could because you're going to have one of those games where they're just firing on all cylinders, hitting every three that they put up. And It's gonna be hard to overcome that. But other than that, Castle he defended SGA really well. Him and Dylan Harper. SGA shot 7 for 23 from the field, 2 for 7 from the 3-point line. He had a couple bad turnovers down the stretch, but overall, SGA was a great facilitator and playmaker for the Thunder. Just spoke about Dylan Harper. He was really good defensively. 24 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 7 steals. And with that stat line, he is the first player since Larry Bird with 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals in a conference finals game. He was really big. He didn't have a great shooting game, him or Castle, but they came up with a lot of big rebounds. They did hit a few big shots down the stretch when needed. So props to them. Credit goes to them. J Dub, he looked really good in his first game back. 26.7 rebounds, 2 stocks. He hit some big shots down the stretch as well. He wasn't efficient, but he deserves some grace coming off an injury like that. So this is his first game back. We'll give him some type of grace. Now, the last person that I want to talk about is Chet Holmgren. And I just want to say, a Chrysler 300 truly does look like a Phantom until a Phantom pulls up. Granted, he did have a game-saving block on Wemby at the end of the fourth quarter. I can give him his credit for that. But other than that, he was completely non-existent during this game. I think he had 8 points, 8 rebounds, 2 for 7 from the field. You gotta show up, bro. Like that's not gonna cut it. Especially when the game when they're giving you when Caruso is giving you 31 points. SGA is struggling, but he still somehow gives you 20 and 12. AJ Mitchell isn't looking like the AJ Mitchell from the Lakers series. Chet, they need you. And you have to step up. But at the end of the day, I think we can finally put those Chet versus Wemby talks to rest. Wemby is just better. There's no doubt about it. I don't even know why this was a conversation before. Wemby clears. He clears. And at the end of the game, Chet was sitting on the bench with a smirk on his face, nodding his head. Like he planning some type of revenge or something. Niggas be fake demons. Niggas be fake demons, man. You're not like that, bro. When it come to Wemby, you're not like that. Wemby, he ate your lunch, man. Came in, took over your trap. It was bad. But my final thoughts on this series, this is going to be a great series. Maybe even an all-time series. Spurs in 6 for me. Y'all let me know who y'all got in the comments. We also got game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals tonight. Cavs versus Knicks at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all let me know who y'all got in that game as well, man. In that series. I'm going to go Knicks. I got Spurs and Knicks in the finals. And I don't know. I want Wemby to win his championship. I really do. But like I said earlier in the video, I think the Knicks have a legitimate chance of beating either one of the Spurs or the Thunder. They're just that good in my opinion. Yeah. I don't really have too much more to say, man. Hey, Wemby should have been the MVP. This has been a great hate watch for me. I don't hate SGA, but I do dislike his play at times. I do want to say I feel like the refs have been doing a good job officiating this the first game so far. I don't know how it's going to continue to look for the rest of the series, but yeah, OKC, it's going to be tough cuz a lot of the tic-tacky fouls that you guys were getting on during the regular season, yeah, this is playoff basketball and they haven't been calling that for the past two series. I didn't watch the Sun series, so I can't speak to that. But that Lakers series, I feel like it was officiated pretty well. And game one of the Western Conference Finals last night, I think was officiated pretty well. So Spurs up, man. Spurs in 6. Like I said, man. Let me bring this shit home, man. Get you your championship. If he wins a championship, what is this, his third year? If he wins a championship, we're going to have some conversations. Because he is going to end his career with at least 2 or 3 MVPs. Multiple DPOYs. And it's gonna be undeniable. And I'm here for it. I can't wait to see it. He's one of my favorite players to watch. Could go down as an all-time great when it's all said and done. And I just can't wait to witness history. Like I said, let me know in the comments, man, who y'all got at the end of this series. Let me know who y'all got at the end of the Eastern Conference Finals matchup as well. I'm out.